Hey guys, Marsing here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so we took a look at Cooler already, and now we are going to take a look at Goku in the Cell Max event. There's no attacks in slot 1, so I guess links-wise I should probably leave him in the middle, because we need to float off God Goku. Of course, this Goku is going to be the slot 1 tank for this rotation, so I don't want to get too much key, because obviously I don't want to get supers with units that... I mean, Pycon will auto-super if you get a Rainbow Orb, and I do want him to... I was going to say, I do want him to dodge. I guess in the early phases, it really doesn't matter if he does, right? Because he's not going to take a lot of damage. Anyway, because of the type advantage. But we need a Rainbow Orb in order for him to be able to dodge, but when he picks up a Rainbow Orb, he also then gets a lot of key. So he's obviously going to be, it's going to be quite easy for him to super attack. Goku, of course, stacks defense on his 12 key. So if we want him to be the most effective by the time we get to the TEQ Cell Max, we obviously do want him to have stacked as much as possible. As a 55% unit, like, you definitely want to make sure that you're doing that. Because obviously, seeing what he's like here in this run, Cooler, I already had my dupes fed in. But this Goku, I haven't pulled any dupes, so I only have him at 55%. So it'll be interesting to see how good defensively he is against the TEQ Cell Max. Because obviously, if you're somebody who's been unable to beat the event, if this Goku at 55% is then going to be good enough to actually be able to make it through, then obviously he's going to be... I don't want to get the 18 key super with them. Let's just get a 12 key for now. I'm going to give him their dodge when we get to the last part anyway. So if I do this, because Broly needs to super in order to build up, and then we can do this, not get a super with you. Hopefully the gods don't kill. I should have put Broly in slot 1. Alright, well, it's alright. We're going to have other turns where we'll have the opportunity to get extra supers with Broly. So we'll see how this goes. We didn't kill, so that's fine. The gods obviously not getting a lot of stacks with the way that played out, but I'd rather Broly get some in here as well. Because like I say, when we get to TEQ Cell Max, we are just going to transform the gods and hope they get the dodges, right? And obviously we are going to have the Pycon active skill as well. Now, ideally, we want to get a turn where... Because Pycon, of course, once you've used his active skill the one time, the next time he comes around, he's obviously a massive liability to have on the rotation. But, you know, he could very easily, if we get the timing just right, like, he could come back on a turn where we then have the revival active for Goku. And so then if he is getting the finishing blow, like, he's obviously going to be very, very good. So, yeah, I guess we will get the dodges, right? Because he's getting his AoEs off on this turn. So Goku gets hit first, gets that big defensive buff. He's building up attack, obviously, with each hit that he receives. So, again, not bad. He does share 5 links with the LR gods. So because he's on their 200% leader skill, I think this is quite a good rotation for him for the difficult content, right? Having him in slot 1, because he guards, he's a great slot 1 unit, and then have the LR gods in slot 2, and then obviously you can run support or whatever in slot 3, and the other rotation can be the God Goku and then the LR gods. So I feel like this team build is very, very effective. Now with Cell Max, you kind of always do need a little bit of good RNG. Especially when it comes to like the gods dodging at the end and stuff like that. But I am very intrigued to see how well Goku is going to do against TEQ Cell Max once we get there. But obviously, we do want him to be getting 18 key supers along the way so we can stack up that defense. Because even with guard, I talked about this in like the 55% showcase that we did for him. Like, if he gets supered in slot 1 as the first attack, then he's going to take a lot of damage. Because he gets that extra 59% buff, which is a huge extra buff. Like, we'll see what his defense is like. Oh, nice dodge there. We'll see what his defense is like at the start of turn when we get there. But I can't avoid... Oh, wow. I literally can't not get 2 rainbow orbs with you either. Oof. So if I float off God Goku, that's not going to end well for later. So I guess we will just have to do this. That gets them the additional super. And then hopefully that's not enough to kill. And then Broly comes through with his one. Would be good if we had the AoE. The AoE. It would be good if we had the revival actually available on the first turn for Goku. Because then we could obviously, we're like free to see what kind of damage he takes in slot 1. Because if he gets immediately supered and dies, it doesn't matter because we'll revive. So, although Broly didn't really take a lot of damage from the AoE, so after he gets his super off, I think he should be tanking everything for double digits. And of course, you know, by the end of this turn, are we going to finish him off? Yeah, we should do. Unless we get really bad RNG for Broly. Because he'd have to do like one super with no crit and then no additional supers, I think, to not kill. But I guess we'll see. Because, I mean, he might just crit on the first one and just kill him straight up. Alright, no crit. There we go, get these additionals. We do need these for later. I kind of don't want to kill him now since we don't have the revival up for Goku. But I guess we'll just have to heal at the start of the turn. Yeah, he didn't kill him. So, alright, well, that means we're going into Cell Max. Are we going to have... Where's Pycon? He's off rotation at the moment, isn't he? Alright, well... Does this put us below 59%? It does. Interesting. But Goku, what is his defense at the start of this turn? 23,000. So, I think what we do here then, I think we... This could screw me over for Cell Max. I was going to say, I kind of want to heal and then use the Scouter with Gogeta, because obviously that's going to help out quite a lot in the upcoming turns. I think I am going to do that. Because on the next rotation, we're going to have Pycon. So that means we're going to have him on the first turn of Cell Max, which means we are going to just Ghost Usher away that turn. So because we're on full health, we're starting with 235k defense. As long as the first attack isn't a super, we get that 59% defensive raise. So there's no way he gets killed here. Yeah, the normal attacks just do double-digit damage. So that's the interesting thing, because if you think about, like, Future Gohan, on the or even, like, the Exchange Vegeta, they deliberately, like, nerf their own defense so that you can get the revival, whereas Goku doesn't do that. So that's actually kind of interesting for Cell Max, right? Because it means he could probably tank normal attacks. I mean, we're going to find out when we get there, but he could probably tank normal attacks reasonably well. And so he might actually end up surviving the normals. This would be best case scenario, right? Is he survives a bunch of normals in slot 1, then you get off the get off your attack, and then you get supered in after you've attacked, die, revive, and at least you got to actually do like a decent amount of damage in that turn. I think that would be that would play out quite nicely. We'll get extra stacks for the gods here. It doesn't make a huge amount of difference because once we get past this phase, well, once we get to this phase, they basically need to dodge. They need to transform and dodge, or they take a ridiculous amount of damage. So it doesn't really matter. One extra stack isn't going to do a huge amount, but you might as well get it. It could, you never know, it could save us by a very small amount of HP as we get to the end. But yeah, this sets us up perfectly to have Goku on rotation. No revival active ready to go though, so we do have the fusion with Gogeta to give us the Scouter though. So worst case scenario is he's supering in slot 1 as the first attack, because if it's the second attack, I do really want to see how much damage that does. We could still die, but I definitely want to see what it does. If it's the first attack, I feel like we do just die, because he really wants to be getting hit that first time to get that extra buff. And then, of course, if he's supering after Goku attacks, then we get another raise of defense on our 18-key super as well. So, obviously, that is super beneficial. Wow, no super. I thought they fixed that bug thing. I'm not getting the bug, am I? Because, yeah, no super. Although this is the same turn as last turn, isn't it? Where we Ghost Ushered away. So we already saw there was no super attack. So Goku's at 279k defense. So he takes that first hit, which he guards. And then his defense is going to be going up to what? Like 430k, something like that. And then he's going to do his 18-key super and raise his defense even more. So we'll grab these for you. And then we will transform. In fact, we'll use the active skill with Broly as well. Why not? Try and get as much damage in with him as we can this turn. Not a great setup of orbs here, though, unfortunately. So we'll do this. We know we're not getting supered, though, so we should be okay. We might take a lot of damage this turn, but we won't die, I don't think, because there's no super. Yeah, so the first hit still takes 70-odd K. Remember, he is 55%. He's like level 4 links pretty much at this point, because I've done a few runs now. But after he's been hit, and then supered, yeah, he takes double-digit damage. So, I mean, at 55%, taking double-digit damage from Cell Max's normal attacks is pretty good. So him and Cooler are both pre-super. Cooler has to get a couple of supers, at least. I think he can't get by with just one 12 key. But, ooh, dodge, dodge, dodge. Oh, stop getting hit. This is why it'd be nice if we actually had the revival available this turn. Because, I don't know, Broly hasn't gotten a huge amount of stacks. So it's very possible that Broly takes a lot of damage here. Oh, no. Alright, he stacked up well enough, it seems. Oh, yikes. Right, so what we need to do here then... Oh, he's supering in slot 1. Actually, no, this works out nicely, because if we do... We'll do this, get some extra damage on him. Then we do this. So we know that Goku is going to live the super in slot 1. Just. And then Gogeta doesn't have to get hit. And then hopefully the gods actually get their supers off. So I'm going to do this because I don't want to disturb the rainbow orbs. I want to give the gods all of them. So they are now going to be very good defensively. Sadly, no dodge from God Goku. My God Goku has dodged quite a few of these Cell Max supers in all of these runs that I've done so far. But now he takes double-digit damage. The gods, because they will get their guaranteed additional super, now that we know they're not being hit with a super attack, they will tank for double digits as well with the normals. And there is the possibility they get a triple super. Even if they don't tank double digits, they're going to be taking like 20, 30k max. I don't know if this is my one or the friend, because mine has 2 dupes and defensive equips. The friend, I think the friend might actually be 2 dupes as well, but I don't know what equips they have. Yeah, this is the friend one. So, not sure how good they are defensively. But the thing is, the gods get such a big defense raise. Same with Gogeta, but they get such a big defense raise from doing their 18 key and then their 12 key. So their defense is going to be very good. It's very unlikely we die with the fact that he can't super. We know he's not supering in this last slot. And we could still dodge, obviously. So, yeah, double-digit damage. And we are below the HP threshold. Good thing it's 59% and not 50. Otherwise, we wouldn't be getting it. So, oh, and he's supering in slot 1. But it's... Oh, it is the first attack. God damn it. So we don't get to see what he's going to do. Do we active here? I guess we do, right? So active skill. I should have turned the skip back off, but... Oh, actually, that cancels out his super. Ha! Oh, suck it. That is actually going to cancel out his super attacks. I wonder if we still die. We actually probably don't even die this turn now. Yeah, because if I do this as well... Yeah, I think this is GG, you know. Wow, first attempt at doing this stage with Cell Max, with Goku on the Gods team. This is literally the first attempt at this that I've tried to record. Apparently that didn't get cancelled, so he must have had the no action in slot 1 then, I guess, that weird glitch thing. Okay, so he's still very much, if it's the first attack of the turn, a 55% Goku is getting clapped by Cell Max, which, I mean, this makes sense, I guess.
Sorry, everyone. It's all because of me.
Alright, so we transform. Unfortunately, though, of course, the only downside to revivals is it moves on to the next turn. So, now we don't get to attack with Goku, and I think we probably win this turn, right? So, oh, well, actually, we could die. It depends whether he's supering in slot 1 or not, I guess, because he's locked our boy in slot 1 here. Broly is not going to eat a super in slot 1 very well. So let's see. Do we actually win? Did we snatch defeat from the jaws of victory? Let's see. We know we can tank normal attacks. So Cell Max's demise could be at hand thanks to Int Broly. Let's see. Oh, man. He's going to need to get, like, multiple supers if he wants to kill him. Although, as long as he doesn't get supered and die, God Goku lives a super, and then Gogeta kills? Maybe? Oh, we're going to get so close. If we actually die after this, I'm going to be so disappointed. Alright, he didn't super Broly, so we know God Goku lives a super. The only problem is Gogeta gets killed by Cell. So, Gogeta has to finish him off if God Goku doesn't. And I actually don't know if he can do that much damage in one turn. Oh, we were so close. 5 million attack. Let's see. If we get the additional, I think we are GG, but like... Oh, no! Yeah, see, Gogeta gets clapped up, but Goku did really, really well. I'm actually quite impressed. The Super in slot 1 as the first attack was always going to be his Achilles heel, and the problem is, even if he took a normal attack first, he would have got a big jump in defense, but he probably still is taking like 1,000,000 damage, which, as we saw from Cooler, like, neither of these units are going to be the best at living a Super, but if he gets that hit first, and obviously if you can stall long enough in the early turns to get stacks, then he is going to look quite good. So, yeah, this Goku, definitely impressive, especially at 55%. So, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. With better RNG, we could have won that turn. So, if there was no Super in slot 1 on the turn where we got the revive, like, we just won that turn, basically. So, pretty unlucky, but there you go. So, that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.